Surprise! It's me, Baby Billy.
I love that. I love that.
My apologies to all of you who have been sitting with bated breath, just waiting for us to come back on because apparently we cannot keep a normal schedule. I am your host, Volstorm. Welcome to Caliber and Character. If you're new here, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're not new here, be sure to hit that like button. Turn on those notifications because you never know when we're going to pop up. With me, as always, is the lovely, beautiful, and orally talented Dictionary Diva. Diva, how are we doing?
Oh my God. We're doing great. Orally talented?
Oh, I meant verbally.
Vocally?
Vocally?
Linguistically?
Linguistically? You know words.
Words are hard.
Words are hard.
Words are sure hard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I'm a little verklempt right now. I need to gather myself from that introduction. Lord.
Good Lord. You gonna take as long to upload as this stupid game I bought has?
See, it says avatar loading.
Yeah, and memory insufficient, which is what my damn PlayStation told me when I started uploading this game like 3 hours ago. I'm like, oh, this would be cool. I'm so excited. Didn't get to play it yesterday because I was too busy reconstructing the sink.
I know.
Hey, hold on just a minute. Hold on.
We want some people come by to see us.
Texas Jen, how you doing? How you doing, baby?
I want to do a yeehaw every time.
And the coolest frog in the pond.
Awesome. Cool frog. That's right.
So yeah, I was busy having to like I had said last night. Hang on just a second.
Was something happening last night?
Wolfkinder, how you doing?
Wolfkinder was happening? Yes, she was.
No, but what started out the other night should have been like a 5-minute search and rescue down the sink drain, turned into an all-day reconstruction job.
Yeah, I know, that was fun.
So that kept me from playing my game, and now I'm having to load it, and it's taking forever. So it's been a couple days of frustrations, I gotta say.
No, man. Learning opportunities.
Learning opportunities. That's right.
Nothing's a frustration.
I'm waiting on the update.
You do have to install that program to change your mindset. It does take a while. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy like that.
What is going on upstairs?
I don't know. I don't hear it.
Yeah, I do. Jesus.
In my studio, I hear nothing.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Some birds. Yeah.
What's up, nerd?
What's up, nerd? Nice. So how long is it telling you that it's going to take to install the game?
All right. So it had an initial installation of 30 minutes. I thought, okay, cool. But I'm sure there's more that comes up. Well, there's an update. The update lasts 3.5 hours. Now, I don't have crappy Wi-Fi. I may have crappy PCs, but I don't have crappy Wi-Fi. So for it to take that long, it makes me want to pull my damn hair out.
Well, it's just having you practice patience.
I don't have patience.
You know me. Yeah, no. I don't have patience either. I have to practice it quite a bit. Oh, that's funny because I can hear, like, I've just pulled myself off of my phone. I pulled my phone off the Wi-Fi because I'm like, yeah, that's going to infringe on your computer, I think.
Well, the computer's probably infringing on the console, so.
Yeah, it could. And then we've got like 4 or 5 other devices pulling.
I know. Luckily, I know how to turn them off if I need to.
That's right. Well, yeah.
That's right. So you had an idea in your head this morning that both of us were just like, we've got to talk about this.
Yeah, of course.
So let's hear it.
Let's see if I can not get off on rabbit trails. That's the drinking game for this show.
I'll be drunk in 10 minutes.
You would be. You would be, but you'd have a lovely time.
Yeah, it would.
It'd be fabulous.
Fabulous.
So you're talking about loading your game, and I said to you, what if humans shifted their paradigm and thought to themselves that birth, just the coming through birth, is actually you beginning the process of loading your own personal game of life.
Okay. I'm following you.
Yeah. So once you're born,
right,
and then of course you've already got your own code, because that's what games are. They're just a series of code.
Right.
And you're born with code, which is your DNA. And then you get into the game. And so, of course, how you interact with the game determines pretty much what will happen to your avatar, right? Is that gaming right there?
Yeah, it's like as you go through the game and do whatever tasks or fight whatever, you gain experience points.
Right.
Or
And
XP.
This isn't a new concept. There have been people far more intelligent than me have this. In fact, what spurred this was
yeah, but they're not us.
Exactly.
So there.
Right. You can only relate to things as you can relate to them.
That's
anyway, so there's so much chat and conversation about artificial intelligence. And then general artificial intelligence. Like you can get really deep into the concept of what is artificial intelligence, and then general artificial intelligence, which is what they think will gain consciousness, will gain self-awareness. So,
oh no, simulation theory.
Yes, maybe. No, see, I don't think it's a simulation though. But okay, I'm about to get off on a rabbit trail.
Go for it.
So, well, I don't want to. I need to stay with my point.
All right. And stay in between the yellow lines, okay?
Oh, it's so hard.
Yeah.
I like to look at the flowers and the butterflies, and
yeah, that's how you get run over.
Is it?
Sometimes, yeah.
I hear a mechanical whir.
I know. I wish those drones had shut up.
Huh. I guess they knew we were talking about them.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
They're spying on us.
Well, hey, why not? Disruptive. I don't have on any pants, so okay.
Me either.
Nice.
It's one of the rules. No pants.
Okay. So we are born. We're already preloaded with our DNA, our code, and then we interact with the game. You brought up a point. You were saying that you think that you have to go through several level ups before you can have full self-agency over your gameplay.
Yeah, because if you think about it, biologically, the human brain doesn't stop developing until you're 25. So really, from birth to that age, all you're doing is gaining experience points, and leveling up. So that way you're getting better and better and better. The only thing is it doesn't stop at 25. You're constantly leveling up.
Yeah, you keep getting updates.
Unless you're
and level ups.
Unless you suck at the game, and then you just die.
Yes. Pardon me for a moment. I'm going to step aside while I fix that drone problem.
Uh-oh, you've left me to my own devices. Jeez. Weird Debbie, how's it going? Nice to see you. Exactly, Wolfkinder. Our bodies are hardware. Experience our software. That's right. Well, the different types of way that you interact with the world, that's your code. That's your software, man. So that's how and that's constantly going to change as you go through different experiences. And we all go through different experiences. So who knows how you're going to level up.
Exactly. I'm back. I fixed the drone problem.
Nerd says humans are machines, but just lacking of the biological kind.
Not lacking, but just the biological kind.
Just of the biological kind.
Yeah.
Sorry, words are hard.
Words are hard. But
rabbit trails get you jelly beans. Follow the beans.
Oh, I love jelly beans, but I loved Ronald Reagan. So
there you go.
Yeah, I think that's where my love of jelly beans came from.
So anyway, you were saying.
Oh shit. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
So, in general, I think that some people don't reach full self-actualization. They don't get to that level of their game so that they can't have full awareness that I'm just in a game.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you can get so overwhelmed
Yeah, with the
by all
gameplay.
your by not just the gameplay, not just your main story, but the little side quests that come along.
Mm. That was a really good thing that you brought up. Because you were saying, "No, I don't think people really are ready for gameplay until they're 25." And I said, "But really though, you have all these experiences that you do have our active participation in
Right.
that can then determine your quest through the rest of the game."
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Clumsy. Wait a minute, I thought you guys were married to me.
Well, yeah.
Of course.
Of course, we're not in Utah.
True. Weird Debbie brings up a good point. Choose your own adventure.
Yes. Yeah. But
How you gain your ability to level up is going to differ from somebody else's.
exactly.
You
Exactly.
you can go the easy way, or you can go the hard way and level up faster.
Yeah, because
Well,
I made
if you're capable of doing such, because some people, in order to learn, in order to build that experience, to gain that certain level of maturity, have to go through the hard stuff, whereas other people are just fine taking the little easy quests,
yeah. Yeah.
and they're
Well,
fine with that, but they don't level up as fast.
maybe, or they've just chosen their own game because you can play your game within the game. Yamaha biker.
Oh, I had a game at 14, baby.
I
Got
had
rid of it.
game at
I had
14,
game at 14.
baby. Oh
See, I can't
yeah.
read today. I don't know what it is.
He's a player.
Player. Well, of
Uh-huh.
course, his name Yamaha Biker. Of course he
Well,
is.
that's a different side quest too. You could engage in biological activities and then form another life. Make a whole new player one.
Yeah.
And then you're having to keep and monitor that other little player that you've created. That's
Don't
a whole
start.
different side
That's
adventure.
a whole different. Let's focus on the main quest. We're getting off on the side quest.
I told you, rabbit trails. Rabbit trails.
Yeah.
And I
And,
can't remember what podcast I was listening to. I feel like it was Modern Wisdom, who was, I cannot remember his name, but he was talking to somebody about just the concepts of AI
right.
and then got into general AI. I wonder if I can find that. Or
I don't
maybe
know. Where Debbie says, or you could become the ball in the Pong game. Yes, I'm old.
Bonk,
I know Pong.
bonk.
Yes.
I wasn't a game player.
Really?
I
Well,
don't.
it's because you didn't have access to electricity.
Well, no, I had electricity, just not indoor plumbing for a few years. That's a whole different experience, though. That's a whole different experience.
I know. Well,
And I'd go
it's
back to that, but you're kind of like, no.
yeah, I know you would. I'm not. Okay.
Yeah, I loved it. It was great.
I've worked too hard to have this life.
I have to say that hot water is a very, very nice luxury.
You know what else is nice? Air conditioning.
I don't care for air conditioning still. Still don't care for it.
You do when it hits like 80, 85.
No, give me a good fan.
Oh, that's such BS. Folks, don't let her fool you. No. It's like 80, 85. She's like, can we turn on the AC?
I'm dying.
Don't let her fool you.
I'm roasting internally. Can we turn on the AC?
I'm about to stick a meat thermometer inside myself. See if I'm ready to come out of the oven. Jeez.
This turkey is done.
Turkey is done.
Is popped. It's ready to go. Get it out.
And don't ask where the thermometer goes.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. not thermometers, but some some of us when we come out with our code, our DNA code, we're automatically set for certain wiring, mental wiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think actually my mental wiring is why I've never enjoyed video gameplay. The only games I enjoy are like puzzles, like
Right.
Sudoku and
Well,
puzzles.
you like to stimulate your mind because you're smart like that.
I don't know, is how I'm wired. I really think it's because of how I'm wired. And there's some freedom in that because then I'm like not judging myself saying, oh, why can't I process things like they do? Or why can't I socially interact like those folks do? And I'm like, I'm not wired that way.
No, you're a unique little snowflake.
That's right. Oh my gosh. What else did you say that was super smart? We should have made notes this morning.
I said something that was super smart. That'll be a first.
You did.
No, I was because when you were bringing up the analogy to me, I was sitting there going through it and thinking, okay, well, either at first I was like, okay, when you're born, then you're basically going through a series of updates
Mm-hmm.
until you reach a certain point, and then I'm like, no, that's not correct. It is more like leveling up
Mm-hmm.
as you gain experience, gain knowledge, then you're gonna start and a lot of times, depending on what your code is, you're gonna level up in certain areas and not so much in others.
Yes. Yes. Some people are good with athletics. Some people are really good with STEM, science, technology, engineering, math. Some people are really good writers. Some are good painters. Some are good
Artists.
craftspeople,
Yeah.
artists, craftsmen. Um, some are good at system analysis. There's just all kinds. You're just wired that way, and your experience helps shape that. And hopefully, you follow the path that um, aligns best with your code.
Yeah. I think a lot of times people try to get away from their code.
Yes.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with, trying to expand yourself and trying to, do new things or whatever, but initially we get to the point to where we have a lot of jealousy of other players
Mhm.
because it's like, oh, well, they can do this better and they can do this better. Well, but they can't be you.
Right.
They can't do what you can do. And
Yeah.
they're probably sitting over there jealous of your abilities.
It's kind of interesting watching Junior Player One, how we know what Junior Player One is really good at. We see those gifts, that coding, but Junior Player does not want to utilize those gifts. Oh my God.
See, I'm jealous because I can operate a microwave, but my tracking, scouting, reading a map, I can do good. I can shoot well.
I can shoot.
Um,
Knap? What is that?
Knap,
Nap?
nap.
Knap?
I don't know. You have
I
to
don't
explain that
either.
one.
What is that a game?
I don't know. What's up, shirts? The movie
I was
Ready
like,
Player. The movie Ready Player One is about the Great Reset using Meta's metaverse,
goggles
Google's
and
and
UN
UN
Agenda
Agenda
2030
2030
plan.
plan of moving people off of land into megacity
Mm,
coffin apartments. Pods. You're dead on.
yeah.
You're dead on, shirts.
Yep. Yep. You are. You're dead on. And how willingly we follow that. Isn't it crazy how willingly some people just
Well, it's so funny. You watch the trends, and if you're able to kind of detach from it and step back and go, okay, where's this headed?
yeah.
And and there are plenty of people who are just like, I'm going to follow the trends no matter what. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh crap, how did we get here? Well, we got here because you started doing what everybody else was doing.
That's a really good point.
Instead of sticking to your thing, your code, people want, you got plenty of people who they want to follow the trend. They want to clout chase. They want to do this, that, and the other because maybe their thing is social.
Let me ask you a question because
Sure.
you are a game player.
Yeah.
a gamer.
A gamer.
When you're playing a game,
Yeah.
do you ever get so lost in the game that like you're not detached, you're totally immersed in the game?
Oh, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
so easy to do that. It's you get on social media enough, you kind of get stuck. That's why I, I kind of I kind of cherish the moments where I'm at a place where my where I know my Wi-Fi is not going to work or my signal is not going to be as strong, because then I can't get on it. And then usually I throw my phone in a bag or in the car or whatever and just don't even look at it. And there's such a feeling of refreshment from a
Yes.
reset.
Yes, there is. Now I know what Yamaha Biker was talking about. I have done napping before. Yeah, with glass. I did it with my dad. That's really
Yeah.
cool. I totally forgot what it
Flint
was.
obsidian primary for
Yes.
spalling for arrowheads. I make some of my own. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really, and there's a true skill to it because you can bugger that up, and that's fun. I forgot all about that, Yamaha Biker. Thank you.
Another good point by Shirts. Video game addiction is a path into all this to make you so focused on a fake fictional reality you don't live in the real world. And hell, that's what's happening now.
Yes. Well,
That
I was
that's why you see all this stuff that, 5 years ago you wouldn't even thought about. Today you still even think it's crazy, but you've got people trying to present themselves as something that they're not.
yeah. I'm gonna go back to that point about detachment from the game.
Yeah,
So if you are just enjoying the game, playing it, but you know you are removed from the game, you can stop at any time.
right.
You can pause, I should say pause at any time.
Pause. Yeah.
Does that enhance your enjoyment or the game, or does that make you lessen the experience of the game?
I'll
To
tell you what,
have
from my experience of playing games, I know I can get so involved in it. I'm playing it for hours, hours and
Mhm,
hours and hours.
mhm.
And there are plenty of times where it's like, gosh, I'm in the middle of this. I really got to finish up this part, whatever it is.
Oh.
And I'm kind of thankful for, you know what? I need to pause this, turn it off, and walk away,
Yeah.
because I can see myself being stuck, because it's like you get done with one part, then you're like, okay, here's where I should pause.
Mhm,
And then you quickly get into another part and like, well, I got to finish this up. And
mhm.
then one thing after the other. And it's not something you're doing on purpose. It's just like you kind of get like sucked in the game,
Yes.
instead of saying, okay, I beat this boss or I beat this accomplishment or whatever it is. I
I'm gonna
need to I need to pause it.
detach.
I need to turn it off. I need to detach.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
so easy not to.
That makes me wonder if because there are biological, um, consequences, like death, for not
Well, that's a pretty severe
yeah,
consequence.
for not completing certain tasks. I
Yes.
wonder if we are already hardwired that we have to be focused on task completion, and the video game system itself, like that, it just taps into that need for task completion,
Right.
task orientation, and that's why you can't
Y-
detach at a
Yeah. If you
decent.
if you already have a proclivity for that,
Mhm.
then video games are probably the worst thing you could play.
Yeah, they are.
Instead of being like, you know what, it's okay that I didn't go get this item, or I didn't complete this side quest or whatever. I'm just
Oh,
enjoying the
man.
game. If you're one of those people that are completely task oriented, because I mean, there's tons of there's tons of players who I have to get 100% on this.
Yeah,
I have to accomplish everything. And for me, I can start out doing that, but after a while, I'm like, screw it. I just want to finish the game.
and you know what they call that in real life?
What
Ambitious.
is it? Is it ambition, or is it kind of OCD?
I wonder if ambition and OCD don't share the same bed.
I guess it depends on, are you trying to accomplish an objective, or are you just trying to check off everything?
I,
There's a difference, because
yeah,
sometimes in order to complete the mission, you have to sacrifice some things.
I think you have to have that level of detachment and awareness, though. to be able to make sacrifices.
Right. My point exactly. When it becomes like work, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I just see I've shifted my perspective recently with my workflow and like the work environment that I'm in.
Right.
And I see these little souls come in, they clock in, they go in, they do their job. And I wonder, because I think too much. Who would have ever thought that I think too much? I won
No.
I wonder how many of them are working to live or living to work. Like how many have made that paradigm shift, be like, I know what I need to live my life and do the things I want to do, and this job is just a means to get me there. Or how many of them are like, I have to work so that I can live.
Tell
And
you
it's
what,
a fine line.
whether you're living to work or working to live, be sure to hit that like button on your way out the door. I appreciate that. American Shirt says some people should not be allowed to play or purchase certain video games because of how ultra realistic they can be. Many mental side effects
Mhm.
result, especially for those mentally handicapped already. That's
Yeah,
true.
it's
Like
true.
politicians, they're mentally handicapped.
Well, who do you and this is a philosophical question that has been going on since the Greeks were really, before the Greeks. Who wants to be in politics? What kind of person wants to be in politics?
Somebody that's trying to acquire the skill of power.
Well, I mean, like, I could
I think initially it starts out, I really think I can make a difference.
yeah.
I see all these things that need to be done. I think it's like most things, it starts out with the best of intentions, but then once you get into the maze, once you get into the game of politics,
Mhm.
then it becomes about power and holding on to what you have.
Oh, I think there has to be a certain degree of ego
Oh,
that
absolutely.
yeah, that they are seeking to fulfill, and that's something I think we've talked about before, like, when I first did charitable work and I was looking around at folks, I was like, most of these folks are not here because of truly, altruistic intent. They're here because they've got a void within themselves, and they're
Yep.
hoping that this charitable work fills it for them.
Well, and the ego wants recognition.
Yes. Yes.
And where can you get the highest level of recognition? Politics.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to convince all these people to vote for you, and then when you win, I mean, it feeds that ego, man.
I guess. I guess. But I think some people are able to play that politics game really well, and
Oh
they
yeah,
know that they're playing it.
it's because their social stats are very high.
They've leveled up on that side
That
quest.
Yeah, exactly. They
Yeah.
they have achieved social mastery.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, so all of this because your game took so long to load.
I
My
know, right?
mind yeah, my mind was like, "Hey, what if when we're born, we're just loaded into the game of life,
Yeah,
and
man.
then our avatars have to make decisions, but what if our avatars forget that we're really just avatars?"
Right.
Yeah, man.
Wolfkinder says, I met many people in
Mhm.
charitable work who feel they need to control people asking for help.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
and it becomes, and I'll speak about this from what you've told me about what you've done, is it gets to the point to where you have people that are in there long enough and they want their recognition that they want to tamper down anybody else's new ideas
Mm.
because it didn't come from them.
Yeah, yeah. And some people are really good at saying to themselves, "Well, I know that this idea or initiative would serve a lot of people, so I'm more than willing to let this leader or this, figurehead think
Right.
that it's their idea so that it can serve the benefit of others." Now
Yeah.
that's altruism right there.
Well, that's sacrifice. And there's not a lot of people nowadays that know how to do that.
Yeah.
That they don't know how to make small sacrifices because either their ego won't let them, or that's not their objective.
Yeah. Makes me think of something else, but the moment the thought left. Imagine
Is that what that noise was?
That's what. There's some smoke coming from my ears right now.
I thought I smelled
my forehead's getting really
plastic.
hot. That's exactly what's happening. Oh, I remember what it was now. So, what if you are in a game that promotes total narcissism and self-focus and doesn't promote cooperative gameplay?
Well, but that's a lot of video games. Why are you playing? Because you're the hero. You're leveling up and trying to get better and better to fight off the bad guys because you're the hero. You're the focus of the story.
Oh, dang. I did not realize how analogous this was.
Yep.
Dude.
Toast. I smell toast. That may be something else, Yamaha Bugger.
Oh, the circuits are frying.
The circuits are frying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is your brain on drugs.
Any questions? But yeah, I know a lot of the games that I play, and this may tell something about myself. I don't play the games that are co-opted. I don't interact with people online. When I'm playing, I want to play just me.
Well, I wonder if you play just you because you do have to do so much cooperative work in the work that you do.
Yeah, it could be. It's kind of my me time.
Yeah. So in the life game, you're having to do a lot of cooperative work. So then when you have some downtime, you're like, I just want to focus on me. Oh,
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Even, and you see it in video games, you see it in movies, any kind of entertainment. It gets to where you start seeing things from the perspective of the villain, thinking that they're doing good. I mean, for crying out loud, Anakin Skywalker thought he was doing the right thing.
Yep, he did.
And he becomes Vader.
Negan, yes, good example.
Oh, absolutely. Negan's one of my favorite characters, by the way.
Yeah. See, I still love Negan. He had a lot of charisma. I'd be like, I could turn him around. I could change him.
Oh, we're getting that perspective. I can change him.
That's a woman's side quest. That's yeah.
I have to check this box. Change him.
Change him. I'm gonna change him.
I'm gonna change him. That's my main quest right now.
If I can change him, then that means I have value.
It also means I can do whatever I want.
Oh, well, no. Some sweet little souls do get sucked up into very toxic relationships because yeah, they don't realize they're yeah. I'm
telling you. Well, what else you got?
I don't know. Oh, I know what I was gonna do.
What?
I was gonna request that your avatar goes through your range of vocal talent.
I don't have all the avatars to be able to do my vocal range of talent. That's the problem.
Bill Cosby.
I can't do Bill Cosby.
Puddin' Pups or Puddin' Pops, wouldn't it?
Puddin' Pops.
You did a really good one the other day.
I know. I can't remember how I did it though.
I know you did it really good. Shoot. Flamboyant homosexual.
I'm gonna slap you. Slap, slap, slap. Actually, I think that's one of the people off of South Park.
Is it really? You do the South Park voices really well.
Hey, Mickey.
You do that one really well. Alex Jones is probably my favorite. Or when you do the Hodge twins.
Why? Because of all the gay frogs? They're poisoning the water and turning the frogs gay.
That's my favorite. Sometimes you can ask other people, other avatars to do things for you, and they'll do it.
I have no control, folks. None.
Well, this was fun.
Absolutely.
I'm sure, like, if anybody's like searching for meaning, which reminds me,
Yes.
because we are avatars and we do have ultimate control, we have to, I think we forget the fact that we can hold every thought captive. I really think that because we're not given a manual,
Yeah.
the only
True.
instruction we get is from the outside world and our parents. And some of those folks are just as flawed as any other human, any other avatar. And if we just recognize that we have the ability to hold every thought captive. Then also
that's deep, man.
Well, yeah. And then to be in the game but not of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. In this world but not of it.
Well, this has been a damn good show.
Yes! Yay! Okay.
It's not as good as the one I can normally do.
I know.
Folks, thanks to everybody for coming on out. I really appreciate it. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll try to be on more often.
No, we won't. No, we won't.
I said try.
It's a wild hair. You never know where it's going to come out.
3D world gets in the way, and then sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. If I don't really have anything to talk about.
I like the wild hair analogy.
That's true.
It could be on your chin. Could be on your knee.
Could be on your butt.
Yeah. You never know where that wild hair is going to come out or when.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody for coming out. We really appreciate it, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.